Hello, Paul is the best for UK here. Is the Raspberry Pi 400 the ultimate Amiga? Let's have a look at PIMiga 15.5 Lite in this video. So recently I purchased the Raspberry Pi 400 direct from thepihut.com, and yep, we have the system here. I only purchased the bare bones model, so it just came with the unit itself. I got the C64 microswitch maxi joystick plugged in as well. So yep, I've downloaded and pre-installed a PIMiga 1.5 Lite onto my micro SD card. Let's boot it up and see what we've got. So after a few seconds, it doesn't take long at all, we are presented with a very nice Amiga OS environment. So we just wait for this to load it. Give it a few seconds. See a few flashes flickering. There we go. PIMiga. So what can you do with PIMiga? Well, as you can see, there's a lot, and I mean a lot of pre-installed software on here. There's loads and loads of games, and there's a few utilities and stuff as well. So this wallpaper, this was default with it, but it does change it's randomly different wallpapers every time you switch the system on. So as you can see, a really lovely looking Amiga OS here with loads of colour to it, loads of good screen depth. Here's the say utility. Let's type something in. Do you remember this on back in the day? We used to play with this a lot. Yeah, so yeah, that's say. So yeah, say works great. Let's have a look around the operating system. You can see there's plenty of demo scene demos, old and new probably. Very impressed with the Amiga port of Doom running on this setup. As you can see, just as good as a 486 computer. Absolutely incredible. Can it run Doom? Yes, it can. You can do your work on here as well. Here's Final Writer, the word processor, fully fledged word processor, available for Amiga OS and included in this distro. Here is the original Turrican by Rainbow Arts running on the PI 400. Runs just fine, as you can see. Brilliant game, I highly recommend it. Great fun, one of the original games we had with the Cartoon Classics pack back in the day on the Amiga 500 Plus. This is Pinball Dreams, the Amiga version, and it runs fine. Slight bit of screen tearing on my setup, but that's probably due to the television set. This is a very old LG flat screen from 2008. But yeah, okay, so yep, this is Pinball Dreams and it's running perfectly well. Is Frontier Elite 2 one of my birthday presents or Christmas presents back in the day? Ran really slow on my Amiga 500 or my Amiga 600, but on this it's smooth as anything. I have never saw Elite run so smooth actually. Watch this. See how smooth the frame rate is on there? Never thought I'd see it running as good as this on an Amiga emulated. Very, very impressed with this one. Here's Monkey Island 2. It's a lot easier on this setup than it would have been on the actual Amiga because it came on what was it, 11 floppy disks or something, and there was a lot of disk swapping involved. But as this is pre-installed on the virtual hard drive, it runs fine with no disk swapping required. Where would you put the disks anyway? Here's the classic Rainbow Islands ported to the Amiga. Runs absolutely beautifully. What a fantastic game. A game I haven't really played much, but a fantastic game nevertheless. It's got amazing parallax, multi-layer parallax scrolling on this one, and this is Brian the Lion. Runs absolutely superbly well in this emulated Amiga setup. Here's Soccer Kid, the AGA version. I don't know why there's no music. I think maybe this version it was streamed from the CD maybe, but yeah, there's normally music on this game, like on the floppy version, etc. So yeah, as you can see, it just runs beautifully. Ah, good old disposable hero. I had a demo of this back in the day, but yeah, this is a full game and it runs perfectly well on the Amiga 500 emulated setup. Plays great with the C64 microswitch controller as well.
All citizens activated.
Project X is sadly slightly glitchy in places on this setup, but other than that the game seems to still play fine. So yeah, if you can ignore the glitches whilst it's loading, and yeah, Project X runs great apart from that.
Destroy wave for power up.
Cartoon classic add-on game as well. Captain Planet and the Planeteers runs absolutely beautifully well. Great game. Had mixed reviews in the day, but I always love the music especially. But it's a very challenging game. Runs great on this anyway. Here is the fun that is Toyota Celica GT Rally, and yeah, it runs great on this setup. I like the way it's got manual gears to try and add a bit of realism to the driving experience. Great fun game for the Amiga and works great here.
left. Left. Right, then left.
Here is the Amiga version of Fantastic World Dizzy by Codemasters Dizzy 3. Some of you are probably aware it's not my favourite version of the game. I preferred the 8-bit ZX Spectrum 128K version. But yeah, this is the Amiga version and it's running extremely well on this emulated Amiga setup. Assassin, class game that I had as a kid, and it's brilliant, brilliant running on the PI 400, as you can see by the video.
The evil Maiden, tyrant of the highest order, lies hidden deep in its underground lair. Allied security forces demand its reign to cease. One man is needed. That man is you.
So that was quite a few games mentioned in the video. Yeah, I'm primarily focused on gaming on this this video, but we'll have a look at the benchmark as well. Let's have a look at SYS info and see what the power of the emulated system is. And as you can see, it's a very fast emulated system. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. So thank you for watching and goodbye.